What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Horror Hangout. Hope you had a good weekend, everyone. It was a Friday the 13th weekend. I had a good time. Weird stuff on my face. I got new tattoos. I got a 31 there for my Friday the 13th tattoo. So yeah, man, I hope you all having a good day. I'd like to welcome my new co-host, Nick Cage. Got a new chair for him to sit in. So he'll be joining us most nights. We got a movie review for you lovely folks today. It's called Raiders of the Living Dead. Yes, they stole two properties' names and mixed them together. I gotta say though, genius marketing. You know what I'm saying? Way to steal, people. Anyways, the movie was released in 1986. It was directed by Samuel M. Sherman. It is 86 minutes long, and the plot is as follows. In an abandoned prison, a doctor revived executed convicts as the living dead. Jonathan, a teenager, creates a weapon from a laserdisc player's laser and pursues the walking dead, aided by his girlfriend and grandfather. A reporter on the trail of the story is helped by the town librarian. On the prison island, the zombies attack a security guard and tear him apart as the reporter and teenager venture into the prison caverns for a final showdown. Okay, now that was taken directly from the movie stuff, right? Like the promotional, the movie stuff, the promotional documents, right? It makes as little sense as the movie does, okay? But it's basically what it is about. It's a zombie movie. I'll say that very loosely because there's about 2.5 minutes of zombies in this movie. I don't know how to explain this movie. As a matter of fact, I've got the movie. Like I bought the movie. This isn't something that I rented. I like to watch movies and review the ones that I own. So I bought the movie, okay? I love this stuff. Even this movie, I could sell it. I own a store. I'm gonna keep this. It's one of those things where, like, I don't know what to say about it. So it starts off, and okay, so I kind of went into it blind. Like, I saw a trailer for the movie at Alamo Drafthouse during one of our graveyard shift horror movie viewings, and I thought that looks extremely bad, and based on the name I have to have this. So I looked up what it was available on, and then I ordered a copy on DVD. If you watch the trailer for this, you might have an idea what it was sort of about, but if you just watch the movie, you wouldn't really know what it was about until maybe it's 86 minutes long. Probably about 70 minutes into the movie you'd be like, oh, that's what's going on. Because the movie doesn't make any sense. There's these long stretches of nothing where they don't have any dialogue, they don't have any plot movement where you know what's happening. They have these really strange hard cuts where it just goes to a different scene with no explanation as to why, and there's really no movement in the story. It's a very strange movie. The acting is below bad, but there's charm in it for some reason. When I got the first 20 minutes, I wasn't sure I was gonna finish it. The further it got along in the movie, the more I started liking it and laughing at it, and it was just a good time. It's not a good movie by any objectively speaking. The camera work's bad, the acting's bad, the dialogue's bad, the script's bad, the screenplay's bad. But when you have all of that that's just bad, it kind of turns into something fun. And I watch a lot of bad movies, and this is down there on that list of worst of the worst for me. And I don't say that in a way to demean their hard work, and I don't even encourage people to skip watching this movie. I'm making this review to tell you to go watch this movie. If nothing else, I'll say this. As a matter of fact, you know what? At the end of the movie, I'm going to put... at the end of the review, since this is going to be short, I'm almost done. At the end of the review, I'm going to put the trailer and the theme song, because this has, in my personal opinion, and I'm not even joking, one of the top 5 theme songs I've ever heard. When I heard it, I was like, this isn't real. It's so good. And normally I do gore scores with this stuff, right? There is no gore score. It doesn't qualify for any of it. There was no kills really. There was 0 gore. There was no bad language. There was no nudity. There was no fighting. There was no drug use. Yet I still had a great time, and I can't even really explain it. There's a guy that plays this kid's grandfather. First off, the dude takes apart a laserdisc player and turns it into a gun to shoot zombies. Alright, if you're not in on this, then I don't know what you're talking about, dude. But the grandpa, at the beginning of the movie, he's in it, right? And you can tell he's trying really hard to act, and he's just failing at it. And I feel like at some point, maybe he took over and said, hey guys, can I just be natural and act how I would normally act in real life? Because his acting changes, and he becomes a very enjoyable character to watch. But I don't know, man. I want to give this one a rewatch and kind of get. I don't know, man. I was so excited to watch this and review it for you guys, but I feel like I'm. I don't know. It's a crazy, weird movie. It's silly, and I had a great time watching it. I think you should check it out. There's not a whole lot to talk about in it. There's not a lot of plot in the movie. They could have made this like a short film, and it probably would have been better, maybe 30 to 40 minutes. And I hate to say that because they probably put a lot of work into this, but I do believe it. I think if they had made like a short film, 30, 40 minutes long. And I will say this though. This comes with 3 different versions of the movie, and I only watched one version. I watched the one that I saw the trailer for, which is ultimately the Raiders of the Living Dead, but there's also Dying Day and Dark Knight, apparently. So I would like to watch those. And it says that if you watch all 3, you'll get like a much more in-depth understanding of how it became that movie, because apparently the final cut that we get was nothing like the director wanted at all. So, but I will say this, man, the theme song for the movie is so good that it's worth having it's worth watching the movie just for the theme song. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this now, saying that on a recommendation scale, I give this like a 7.5 out of 10. I'm not gonna go crazy and be like, oh, 10 out of 10. I think people that are fans of B movies and cult cinema, grindhouse type stuff, will probably dig this. If you're a fan of, like, you know, if the worst made movie that you like is Evil Dead, then don't watch this because you won't enjoy it. But if you like things in Evil Dead, some of the better movies that you like, give it a shot, man. It was a fun time. If you've already seen it, what do you think about it? Let me know. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy the trailer and the music video for the soundtrack, and come back and see us. We'll have more videos for you this week. All right, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I hope you all had a great weekend. Yeah, more videos coming. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Peace.
Hear the footsteps, noises in the night. Something's burning, fire burning bright. Keeps getting closer, chills me to my soul. They've come to get me, hear the devil call. The dead are after me. I said the dead are after me. Well, I saw something that I shouldn't see, and now the zombies are coming after me. I can't escape them, the dead are everywhere. The evil's rising, does anybody care? The dead are after me. I said the dead are after me. There's a madman in control, yeah. Feel the evil in the night. Well, we got nowhere to run to. Got to stand our ground and fight. We are the raiders of the living dead, and now the hunted are hunting them instead. Got to destroy them, master and the slave. We got to drive them back into the grave. The dead are after me. I said the dead are after me. Said the dead are after me. I said the dead are after me.
terrorists holding a nuclear power plant for ransom and bringing the dead back to life.
Man's some kind of a terrorist. He's holding the people at the Mill Run nuclear power plant hostage.
You just burned him a little.
You had me worried. One murder was enough.
It's the most unusual horror movie of the year, Raiders of the Living Dead.
You've been spending too much time with your experiments. You've got to forget these fantasies and get out in the real world.
Is that what you call it, with all these creeps running around?
Just what are you cooking up in your lab?
A new death ray. I want to rule this block. My grandfather's a people collector. I don't know where he digs them up.
I don't mind donating my video player to science, but I'd hate to see you get hurt with it.
No, I won't get hurt. This is really great. You see, the voltage is multiplied here and produces the laser beam in this part of the circuit. Warning, high voltage. Removal of cover exposes hazardous voltages.
The kid from the toy is growing up, and he's made a laser gun from a video player.
The last guy who went poking around out there didn't come back.
When zombies start taking over the town and the kid's got the only protection, watch out.
Maybe I can save them. Here goes nothing.
When the going gets tough, the tough get armed, and the wimps are eaten for lunch.
Shoot! Shoot him!
They're back from the dead, and they don't eat potato salad.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
Doesn't work.
Let's go!
It's the legions of the undead, out of their graves and hungry for a snack. Raiders of the Living Dead, this ain't no picnic.